My name's Andy Detweiler, and I'm happy to do a quick testimonial for Abel. Um, I actually welcome the opportunity, and I actually wrote down some notes right here so I can remember all the nice things that I want to say about him. Abel and I, we actually met. We started working together back in 2017, in the winter of 2017. I have an entrepreneurial background, and I'm actually in real estate. But I'm working on not only helping people buy and sell real estate here in the DC area. I'm working on a much broader vision that essentially is extremely complicated. It's very complex, and quite frankly, um, it's taken an insane amount of patience, time, effort, and intellect to help me get where I am today. And Abel is probably one of, if not the, I would say actually probably the most important components in terms of helping me get where I am today. Um, we originally came across each other when I was looking for some help with some analytics work for my website. Um, and Ironically, we actually almost didn't meet just because I thought his price point was so reasonable that I didn't think I was going to get anywhere near the quality that I had hoped for, and just the opposite happened. When I looked at what he had originally prepared for me in answer to my questions, he was so detailed, so thoroughly detailed. Um, just so impressive in terms of not only understanding my needs and taking the time to read and comprehend them, but just his response just blew away everybody else. Um, uh, because I have the background that I do, I studied digital marketing for 2 years. And so while I wouldn't consider myself an expert in digital marketing, I've studied it so deeply so that I could know when I came across a true expert. And Abel is definitely a true expert. Um, in the DC area here, I come across people on a regular basis every single week who purport to be digital marketing experts and marketing experts, and quite frankly, they have no idea what they're doing or very little, which is why it makes it so hard for business owners to know who to trust. Um, so again, um, having the relationship that I have with Abel and being able to get his insight on things has been just a tremendous asset to me. So in terms of really specific things that he offers that maybe others might be interested in or interested in hearing about, that things that really jumped out to me, I actually wrote them down here. Um, I talked about his ability to understand things, but his ability to understand strategy is huge. Most people, if you give them a job, they can execute whatever the job is. Actually, that's not true. Some people can, but Abel has just a really unbelievable ability to process what it is that you're trying to do and then execute it. And he can execute it all himself if you don't want to talk to him. But in my case, he was willing to work with it through me, or excuse me, work through it with me and really understand what my vision is, and recommend a whole bunch of solutions that I didn't even know existed. Um, so that's one huge thing about Abel. Another thing, dude, his response time is just phenomenal. I mean, just the sense of urgency that he brings in understanding, and his communication skills are just, are just world class, for what he does. His work ethic, man, literally the only person that I've ever met that matches my work ethic, or what I perceive to be my work ethic. Um, you know, I'm extremely, extremely, extremely picky about who I work with. I don't say that's just not a throwaway line. I just am. And he's met and exceeded my expectations in every single way. So I'm not going to blabber on anymore. I think you get the idea. The guy knows what he's talking about. He's very extremely ethical, got a phenomenal work ethic, extremely knowledgeable, gets it from a business standpoint, which many marketers don't. He understands the return that you need in order to do marketing, and he makes it happen. So if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to speak to anybody personally, but I recommend Able to the highest degree. Thanks so much.